Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the UC Davis versus UC Santa Barbara college basketball matchup on Thursday, December 28, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pickdawgz, and if you love our free picks, you'll love our best bets, and you can find those under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz. Of course, we also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website. You got to text that number. But let's get to this one. It's UC Davis taking on UC Santa Barbara. Big West college basketball action as we get into conference play. Of course, about half the conferences, maybe a little more, starting conference play already. Some of the other ones, like the Big 12, start after the new year. But regardless, within the next week or so, we'll all be in conference play. And to me, that's the best part of the season of college basketball, as we get to see, a lot more competitive matchups and teams that are built to play one another, as opposed to trying to build up a record, or for some of these smaller schools, build up a bankroll by taking on some tough competitors. When we look at UC Davis, they have not covered the spread at home this season. They're 0-4 against the number, despite going 3-3 straight up. That just means they've played in some unlined games. We look at UC Santa Barbara. The Gauchos are a team that we generally expect some pretty good things from. They are 7-3 on the season, but just 1-2 straight up and against the number on the road this season. The Gauchos 7-3 in their last 10, but just 4-4 when it comes to covering the point spread. When we look at UC Santa Barbara and look at who they've played, it's not really like the who's who of college basketball that they've been up against. The loss against New Mexico, they were 13.5-point dogs, got absolutely crushed by the Lobos by 23 points in that game, and I really thought UCSB would hold up a little better than that. They are coming off of 3 consecutive wins. One of them, though, was an unlined game. The other one was against Loyola Marymount, a 3.5-point dog. They won outright in that game by 9, and then beating Howard 94-81 as a 9.5-point favorite. They also got a nice win against Fresno on the road. They were a 1.5-point dog in that one, and against Northern Arizona, won by 11, but they were laying 12.5. So for me, I think the jury is still probably out on this UC Santa Barbara team, which does have a lot of talent on the team, but hasn't seemed to have been able to drive it home. When we look at UC Davis, this team has been doing a lot of losing lately, and not covering a ton of spreads. They did cover against Nevada when they were getting 14.5, and they covered against Pacific as an 8-point favorite. But outside of that, 12-point loss to Montana the last time we saw them in a lined game, and then we saw them lose to Oregon State 71-59. I think that Davis is a decent team, and they actually lost to Montana twice. But I'm not sure that they're ready to compete in this conference, at least not at this point. When we look at some of the statistics coming into this one, UCSB, no surprise to anyone, one of the best 3-point shooting teams and overall shooting teams in the nation, shooting 51.1% from the floor. UC Davis, an absolute sieve on defense. They do not defend the floor well, ranking 323rd in the nation, and not exactly facing the Dukes and North Carolinas of the world in this out-of-conference. Davis can definitely put points on the board. I just don't think they can put enough. I'm going to take UC Santa Barbara, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.